Do you ever feel like your digital world is just as cluttered as your physical one? Think about it. How many times have you unlocked your phone and immediately felt overwhelmed? A screen full of red notification bubbles, an inbox drowning in unread messages, apps you downloaded 2 years ago, still sitting there, untouched, quietly demanding attention. You tell yourself, I'll sort it out this weekend. But weekends come and go, and the digital dust keeps piling up. It's no wonder you feel restless, even when you're not doing anything. Because in the background, there's always something unfinished. An email you should respond to, a file you should organize, a digital life that feels a little out of control. But what if it didn't have to be that way? What if, just like decluttering your home, you could create clean, open spaces in your online life? Imagine turning on your phone and seeing a screen that feels calm, intentional, and light. No clutter. No noise. Just space to breathe. Today, let's step into the realm of tech minimalism and explore how cleaning your online life might just free up your mind, your time, and most importantly, your peace. Are you ready? Let's begin. Let's be honest, digital clutter is a silent invader. It doesn't announce itself with overflowing shelves or messy countertops. It lives quietly, hidden behind screens, tucked away in cloud storage, buried deep in forgotten folders. And because we can't always see it, we often underestimate its weight. But think about how it feels. Have you ever tried to focus on a task only to get derailed by a sudden email notification? Or opened your laptop to start something meaningful and found yourself trapped in an endless maze of open tabs, unfinished drafts, and files labeled final_version_3_really_final.pdf? Digital clutter doesn't just steal your time. It hijacks your mental bandwidth. Every unread message, every pending update, every scattered file creates a low hum of anxiety in the background. You might not consciously notice it, but your mind does. Here's the truth. Every time you leave a digital task unresolved, an email unanswered, a photo album disorganized, an app unused but still lingering, you create what psychologists call open loops. These open loops keep your brain on alert, constantly reminding you that something is left undone. And over time, this silent mental noise chips away at your focus, your creativity, and your peace. Now, you might be thinking, but isn't this just part of modern life? Yes and no. Technology was designed to serve us, to make life easier, more connected, more efficient. But somewhere along the way, we forgot to set boundaries. Instead of using technology as a tool, we've allowed it to dictate our days. Endless scrolling, constant notifications, an unspoken pressure to always be on, always be available. And just like physical clutter, digital clutter quietly shapes how you live. How present you are with the people you love. How deeply you focus on work that matters. How rested or restless you feel at the end of the day. So before we talk about how to declutter, take a moment to ask yourself, what's really taking up space in your digital life? Not just the apps and files, but the habits, the compulsions, the constant need to check, and check again. Awareness is the first step to freedom. And from here, we'll walk together toward a quieter, more intentional digital world. Now that we understand how digital clutter sneaks into our lives, let's talk about how to take back control, deliberately, gently, and effectively. This isn't about deleting everything overnight. It's about creating space, one mindful decision at a time. Are you ready? Here's a simple, yet powerful, 5-step plan to digitally declutter and reclaim your peace. Step 1. Audit your digital landscape. Imagine standing at the doorway of a cluttered room. Before you can tidy it up, you have to see what's inside. That's exactly what this step is about. Take inventory of your digital world. Grab a notebook or open a clean document and list out the following. How many apps are installed on your phone and computer? How many email subscriptions are flooding your inbox every day? How many cloud storage accounts do you have? And perhaps the most confronting question, how many tabs do you usually have open at once? As you go through each category, ask yourself this simple question. Is this adding value to my life or simply adding noise? If it's not serving you, not bringing joy, or not fulfilling a clear purpose, it's time to let it go. Step 2. Embrace one-tab browsing. This might sound radical in a world where multitasking is glorified, but hear me out. Every open tab is a silent invitation for your mind to wander. Each one represents a tiny commitment you haven't fully closed. Try this experiment. For one day, limit yourself to a single browser tab at a time. Sound challenging? That's the point. This practice forces you to be fully present with the task at hand. It brings back focus, that rare and precious commodity in our distracted world. And don't worry, those articles, those shopping carts, those YouTube playlists? They'll still be there tomorrow, if you actually need them. Step 3. Turn off non-essential notifications. Think about how often you let a tiny vibration or a soft chime pull you away from what really matters. Notifications are like tiny salespeople constantly knocking at your mental door, shouting, "Look at me. Pay attention to me." It's time to take back that door key. Go through your device settings and turn off any notifications that aren't critical. Social media? Mute them. Sales promotions? Unsubscribe. That game app you downloaded 6 months ago? Do you really need it asking for your attention every day? Let you decide when to engage, not your devices. Remember, your attention is the most valuable currency you own. Spend it wisely. Step 4. Clean your inbox ruthlessly. The average person receives over 100 emails per day. How many of those truly deserve your time? Start by searching for the word unsubscribe. You'll be amazed at how many hidden subscriptions are quietly cluttering your inbox. Be brave. Unsubscribe from newsletters you never read, promotional emails you always delete, and updates you never even notice. Then, take it a step further. Archive or delete old conversations that no longer serve you. Create simple folders for emails that actually matter. And if you're feeling ambitious, aim for that golden milestone. Inbox 0. An inbox that starts and ends each day clean and clear. That's not just productivity. That's peace. Step 5. Practice a digital Sabbath. This may be the most powerful and the most difficult step of all. One day a week, choose to disconnect. Turn off notifications. Log out of social media. Step away from the endless scroll. Give yourself the gift of presence. Instead of filling every moment with screen time, fill it with something real. Take a long walk. Have an uninterrupted conversation. Cook a meal without the background noise of a podcast or a YouTube video. Notice how the world feels slower, quieter, and somehow more vibrant. This isn't about rejecting technology. It's about reclaiming your relationship with it so that you are in control, not the other way around. Take these 5 steps slowly. One device at a time. One category at a time. Because every app you delete, every tab you close, every notification you silence, isn't just a digital action. It's a statement. A statement that says, my time, my peace, and my focus are worth protecting. And isn't that what minimalism is really about? So far, we've talked about what digital clutter takes from you. Your time, your attention, your mental clarity. But now, let's explore what happens when you take your digital space back. Because the truth is, digital minimalism doesn't just remove distractions. It adds something deeply valuable. 1. You reclaim your attention, and with it, your life. We often say, "I don't have enough time." But the real question is, where is your attention going? When you declutter your digital life, you start to notice the small, beautiful moments you were missing. The quiet morning light as you sip your coffee without scrolling. The way a conversation feels richer when you're not half distracted by your phone. The spark of creativity that returns when your mind isn't constantly interrupted. Digital minimalism helps you live in high definition again. Not through a screen, but through presence. 2. You free up mental bandwidth for what really matters. Do you ever feel mentally exhausted, even before the day begins? That's cognitive overload, a constant juggling of unfinished thoughts and digital demands. But when you reduce digital clutter, something incredible happens. Your mind becomes clearer. Your decisions become sharper. You stop living in reaction mode and start living intentionally. With fewer distractions pulling at you, you'll find it easier to focus on meaningful work, nurture important relationships, and even enjoy doing nothing. And let's be honest, when was the last time you allowed yourself to simply sit in silence and just be? 3. Your relationship with technology becomes healthier. Digital minimalism doesn't mean abandoning technology. It means redefining your relationship with it. Instead of compulsively checking your phone every 5 minutes, you start using technology as a tool on your terms. You pick up your phone to create, to connect, to contribute, not just to kill time. And with that shift, you begin to feel a powerful sense of control. No longer a passive consumer of digital noise. You become an active creator of your own life experience. 4. You rediscover the joy of boredom. That's right, boredom. In today's hyperconnected world, we've forgotten how valuable boredom truly is. It's in those quiet, empty spaces that your mind starts to wander. Where creativity is born. Where new ideas begin to take shape. Where long-forgotten dreams resurface. When you're not constantly filling every gap with digital noise, you create space for self-reflection and wonder. So the next time you feel the urge to fill an idle moment with scrolling, pause. Sit with that silence. You might just meet a version of yourself you haven't seen in years. 5. Peace becomes your default state. Imagine waking up to a phone that isn't screaming for your attention. Imagine opening your laptop and feeling calm, not overwhelmed. Imagine a life where busy isn't your baseline and peace becomes the new normal. This isn't a fantasy. It's the quiet revolution of digital minimalism. And the most beautiful part? It doesn't require perfection. Just a willingness to ask, moment by moment, is this adding value to my life or taking something away? With every conscious decision, you'll find yourself living more fully, more freely, and more peacefully, both online and off. And that, my friend, is the hidden promise of a life lived with intention. Shall we make that promise to ourselves, starting today? So here's your minimalist experiment for the week. Start small, but start now. Pick one device. Just one. Your phone. Your laptop. Maybe even that tablet that's been quietly collecting digital dust. And then, perform a full digital declutter. Not a quick tidy up. Not a half-hearted scroll and delete. I'm talking about a deliberate, thoughtful reset. Delete the apps you no longer use. If it hasn't served you in the last month, ask yourself why it still holds space in your life. Clear out the files you've forgotten. Old downloads, duplicated photos, abandoned documents, thank them, and let them go. Silence the noise. Turn off the notifications that pull at your attention like tiny invisible threads. And when it's done, pause. Don't rush to fill the space you've just created. Instead, sit with it. Breathe deeply into that newfound quiet. Notice how the absence of digital clutter feels almost foreign at first. Like walking into a freshly cleaned room you didn't realize had become so heavy with dust. And then ask yourself, What if my entire digital life could feel this light, this free, this intentional? Because here's the deeper truth. Digital minimalism isn't about living with less technology. It's about living with technology that actually serves you. It's about shifting from constant consumption to conscious creation, from reacting to being fully present. And when you make that shift, you'll start to see it ripple outward, into your conversations, into your relationships, into those quiet, peaceful moments you once thought were lost to the noise of modern life. So take this first small step. Create space. And in that space, rediscover the person you've always been, waiting patiently beneath the clutter. Because in the end, minimalism isn't just about owning less. It's about becoming more present, more grounded, more alive. I'm Evan Hart, and this is the Minimalist Living Lab. Thank you for sharing this moment of clarity with me. Until tomorrow, live simply and live well.